Okay, so here's my setup. The little tube, it's a hollow tube that I made. I got some of these parts from Lowe's Home Improvement. This way it just attaches right to the uprights there. But the hollow tube is, and what you do is you hollow this out right here. Okay, so that your rod will go up and down and it doesn't hit. But what it'll do is, as the primer pops out and goes out the hole in the side here, where is it? Right there. It'll pop out and then go down the tube, and boom, empty right there. So that'll kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at to achieve. I mean, I just made it up as I went. There were no plans, no drawings or anything like that. I'll see. Let me do one here for you and kind of give you an idea what you'll be looking at. Make sure that you leave your priming tool in right there, or else the primer is gonna, the spent primer is gonna pop out this way and go on the floor all over the place. So make sure this stays in. And what I do, see, I have my decapping full-length resize die, and then I'm able to flip it over to my M expander die. I do that in one little process. You get kind of good at it after a while. And so that's with all my brass. Before I do this before I clean it, and then it's all taken care of after I clean it. It's all deprimed and expanded and just ready to put the powder, put the primer in, powder, bullet, get after it. So here we go. Just put that in there like that. That's it. And it is pretty easy. You got to, and you see you have to take your twist rod off of there, and you have to take, I don't know what they call this other piece that's right here that holds the rod in place, which automatically indexes this. That all has to come out. So, I mean, it's just a little screw, not a big deal. So it'll come right out. And boom, that's it. And once you have that in place, if you just want to decap and full length resize without M expander, you just sit there and leave it right there, and just get after it. It's pretty cool, pretty fast. Goes a lot faster with two hands, but I'm holding the phone. I never take videos, so this is kind of the first one. But hopefully that'll kind of give you an idea of what it's doing. Okay. And there you go. If you don't do that, then I mean, if you want, you could just not even worry about it. Let this thing here fill up, and then empty this, or it'll go down here. Put a bucket under there. Down in this part, you could put a bucket there or something to catch it. But I just came up with that. It was a pretty cool idea, and it works. So actually, see the way I attach this to, I'll show you. I just used epoxy. It was JB Weld actually, and believe it or not, this thing is over. I think it's about 5 years old. I've done tens of thousands. Well, some of them, but absolutely tens of thousands of primers. I shoot competition, so I just shoot a lot, and I can honestly say that it is tens of thousands, and it's held up really well. So this piece of that piece of tube there, it's a piece of Ingersoll Rand. At place where I used to work, we used to install that airline. I think it's, I'm thinking 22 millimeter airline aluminum. But you could use anything you want, whatever suits you, whatever works. But this is that's the big thing right there. Right there. Just make sure that this is, you can see it's got a strange angle cut. You got to get that, all right. You know, so play with it, and that's just what I have. So hopefully it helps you out a little bit. All right, see you.